This year, I had the chance to participate in a 2-week program called ITerm. Basically, you choose classes that are about topics you are interested in. One of the classes I took was Innovation through 3D Programming and Design. In the class, we had to identify a problem and think of a new way to solve it. The problem I tried solving was crude oil spills in the ocean. It is a hazard that occurs every year. It destroys ecosystems as well as poses health risks to anyone involved. The first idea I had was to freeze the oil so that it was easy to transport and had a low chance of spilling. The problem was that crude oil has so many different components that it is almost impossible to freeze solid. I scrapped that idea and thought of something new to fix the problem. I was going to create a filter that water could go through but oil couldn't. What I didn't know, however, was that it had already been created by the University of Michigan back in 2012. I didn't get very far in the design process. There were so many different topics I needed to research before I could actually move on to any type of design. I never made any models, nor did I have any ideas for them. All of my time was spent on doing research for the past 2 weeks. In the end, I created a Google slide presentation that was used to inform people about the different ways oil spills are cleaned up. I got the chance to show my presentation to 2 women from the Minnesota Sea Grant. They both were very helpful when providing feedback. I got suggestions on the presentation on how to keep others engaged. One thing they told me was to include pictures in the first 2 slides. Before, I only had writing. They also told me to include a slide at the end going over everything I had talked about. The last piece of advice I got was to have a visual piece that shows the downsides to each option. I didn't end with a prototype. Instead, I ended with a well-researched presentation that informs people about how oil spills are currently being cleaned up. After presenting, I went back and, like the experts suggested, added more pictures to the beginning slides. I also created an ending slide that shows all 6 of the different options. In the future, I hope that I can bring to light the University of Michigan's success in creating a filter that can separate oil from water.